Hi, Tom Barnard here. You're listening to Best of the Family. Enjoy the show. Thanks for listening. Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant. So what's the latest?
Well, the latest is we're representing people who are injured through no fault of their own. People come to us. We talk to them about what their rights are. We talk to them about things that, adjusters would call them up and ask them about. And we represent people in order to get them justice for the injured.
And have been for a long time. Very, very successful, no question. I do meet a lot of your clients. They come up to me on the street and whatever, and they talk about this, that, or the other thing. And they both say, why do you guys hang out with Doug Sprinthal? And I just had no answer for it. He just looks away, you big baby. In any case, that's the whole deal. So people, they got any problem whatsoever, personal injury or other legal problems, whatever, they just reach out to Bradshaw and Bryant.
Yeah, Joe and I have both been president of the trial lawyers for the state, so we talk to people about all sorts of issues. The consultation is always free, and that's what we do.
Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant. Tom here from my friends at Walzer Automotive Group with some exciting news. Walzer's rolling out Walzer Care on new and most used cars they sell in Minnesota. Well, Walzer Care is a powertrain warranty with coverage for 10 years or 150,000 miles. Powertrain coverage is like major medical coverage for your car. Engines, transmissions, all the really expensive stuff is covered. In addition, Walzer Care includes 24-hour roadside assistance, lock your keys in your car, run out of gas, you have a flat tire. Guess what? Walzer has your back. The best thing about Walzer Care, it's free with purchase. That's right, I said free. So, if you're shopping for a new or used Subaru, Honda, Nissan, Mazda, Toyota, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Hyundai, or Chevrolet, see my friends at Walzer and get Walzer Care for free.
J.B.
is my name, and f***ing up motherfuckers is my game.
Oh, God.
I'm on.
Negro, black, African American.
Black. Django.
J.B.
Damn, Dolomite.
Great God in heaven, you know.
You really should consider getting a CAT scan.
Our great Negro sex machine.
You're a great Negro sex machine. Okay, JB. JB, the great Negro sex machine.
Produced that?
Who?
Tony Lee.
Tony did?
That's why we played it, because Tony's back.
Tony's back, baby. We're bringing him back. Guy left the show 20 years ago, bringing him back in the morning.
Oh, really? That's
Took
exciting.
me 20 years
Where's
to
he
get him
been?
back.
Different radio station in town.
Yeah, different outfit in town, but Tony and I worked together for many years. One of the great guys I ever worked with, and it was one of those deals where he wanted to come back, I wanted him to come back, but it just never synced up till now, 20 years later.
All right.
It's like unbelievable.
That's why I'm wired up, by the way.
Why?
Because he's coming back.
Everybody's fired up, my God.
Yeah.
He did a song, Chris. And Nate, actually, you probably know about this. Do you know about the State Fair song that Tony Lee did?
Somebody was mentioning it earlier, yeah.
Because JB and Tony, who's a nice Jewish boy, wrote a song, The Negro and the Jew Go, Why Don't You Go to the Fair?
Oh, all right.
Really
nice.
kind of sliding in.
Right,
know, nothing overt.
No,
not
I like
at
that.
all.
Did you actually go to the fair?
Yes, we did.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah, how was it?
One year I got locked in a cage with a emu.
With an emu?
And got chased around by the damn...
Like the animal.
I wish I'd have been there.
Wow, yeah.
Would have been the greatest.
Thing chased me around. It was in a cage, inside of a cage. So it chased me around. I got out, closed the first cage, but he could still get his head out. The damn thing pecked me for the rest of the
Oh, that's an emu, like a bird.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, ostrich-looking thing. Yeah.
Yep.
As long as it didn't claw me, because they said if it clawed me, it'd rip me open.
Really?
I suppose.
Oh, be careful of that. Remember years ago when Sharon Stone bought her, at the time, her husband, she bought him like at the L.A. Zoo, she bought him like a thing to go into the cage of like a iguana or something. You were able to go in and pet it, and the iguana wound up biting his foot off or something.
What?
Crazy thing. Remember that years ago? Sharon Stone's husband got bit by lizard for his birthday. It's
Oh, it was a Komodo dragon.
It's a Komodo dragon. There you go. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, it was a Komodo dragon, and he went in with a Komodo?
And she bought it for him.
They'll attack you.
Did he do it on purpose?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, how's it going, Stumpy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Did you see that article today? Chris, honestly, God, the articles that appear now, I read them and go, are you kidding me with this?
What's the latest?
Well, yesterday they and I do understand, and I don't give a rat's ass, but now they said the ACLU is making the point that they need to put tampons in men's rooms,
yes, I heard about this.
Because you don't know who's going to menstruate.
Yeah.
I know you're not going to menstruate.
I won't.
I know.
No. If I do, something's gone horribly wrong.
Don't be menstruating down there.
Yeah, sometimes I do happen to menstruate.
You just happen to. Just kicks in.
They did that for people like me, yes.
But here's my question about that. And again, I don't care. You put all the tampons or whatever the hell you want. I couldn't care less. But if you are a woman transitioning to be a man, so you're going in the men's room now, wouldn't you cover your own ass by bringing a couple of tampons with you just in case?
And I'm not. I don't. Do they actually menstruate when you're doing a transitioning?
Well, they stop, don't they? Once the transition's totally completed, the woman to man thing.
Yeah.
So, but as you're transitioning, I guess you still menstruate. That's what somebody told me.
Well, yeah, because it's so hormonal. So depending on how strong.
Would you steal a letter jacket?
It's not a letter. It's a.
Just do a letter jacket.
Star Wars Rebel Alliance.
Oh, for
jacket.
Christ's sake!
Rebel.
It's so sad.
Star Wars. She went last night and loved it. She was telling us earlier.
Did you go last night?
Yes.
Yeah, to the new Star Wars.
Adam Driver's the worst actor I've ever seen in my life. It's not a buddy of yours, is it?
I no, but I kind of agree with you. Yeah,
He's
I don't. I know, but people really seem to. I just watched The Wedding Story on the flight here. It's a good movie, but he isn't
depressing as
depressing.
hell.
Yeah,
I know. I don't want to watch people argue.
Jesus.
You know what else I was watching on Netflix that I highly recommend? This thing called "Don't Fuck with Cats." have you seen it? You have to. It's. I mean, don't judge it by the title. It's like this documentary about. I don't want to give too much away.
Oh no!
About these people who. They see a video of a guy killing cats on YouTube, and they wind up investigating him, just regular people, and it turns into this huge murder serial killer chase. It's crazy. Watch it. It's like 8 episodes. You'll love it. Don't fuck with cats.
You're making this up.
I'm not making this up. It's brand new on Netflix. I watched it. I was watching it last night. I couldn't turn it off. It's insane. Each episode gets crazier and crazier.
It hasn't popped up on my queue yet.
It will.
It'll be the first thing you see next time you log on. You'll see.
Yeah, since we talked about it.
We just mentioned it. Yeah.
You got the queue cooking, do you? Down there.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Opening his gifts.
What do you get? You don't get any gifts.
Well,
this came from your wife.
It's not even Kwanzaa yet.
I don't celebrate
when is Kwanzaa, by the way?
I have no idea.
I don't think anybody knows.
I have no idea when. I know that Hanukkah starts on Sunday.
Right.
And then Christmas is on Wednesday, but I don't know when Kwanzaa is.
I don't know when Kwanzaa is.
I have absolutely no idea because I was born and raised Catholic.
Andy, would you do me a favor when you look up on dates for fake holidays?
Fake holidays?
Kwanzaa. I used to do it to piss off JB.
It doesn't bother me because
I know. You're a nice Catholic guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I almost said something else.
You almost said Catholic boy.
I almost said Catholic boy. And I went, nah.
Kwanzaa
is the 26th until the 1st.
December 26th?
Why don't you get your own, time frame?
Apparently it's long.
Well,
Kwanzaa's long.
Well, it was weird because, and he never told us why, and maybe he celebrated Kwanzaa, but my old man never opened his stuff on Christmas.
He didn't?
No.
I didn't
It was
know
always
that.
like a week later.
What, he just left it wrapped?
He left it wrapped, left it there.
Were you
get
poor?
Huh?
Were you poor?
Oh, yeah, of course we were.
Well, yeah,
poor.
that's why. That's why he did it, because he felt bad about being poor. That's exactly why he did it.
Didn't want to open the...
He didn't feel that he deserved gifts because he didn't,
But he laid a ton on his 9 kids.
Well, yeah, but you shouldn't have said, Dad, when are you going to get a real job? That was way out of line, I suppose it's true. God, I'm trying to find a story of this woman. I can't remember her name, but she's apparently an influencer.
Okay.
Oh, God.
And she found out through his Apple Watch that her boyfriend is
cheating on her.
Oh, you know about it?
I know the story. Yeah, I can tell you the story. Yeah.
I can tell you the story.
The heart rate, apparently the heart rate on his Apple Watch was going up at 4 a.m.
4 o'clock in the morning.
And she was not with him, and she's actually a broadcaster for like ESPN or something. Yeah, she's like a sideline.
Oh, that's a different one.
Yeah,
two of them.
Yeah, there must be two because
There's two
this
of
is
them,
the first one that happened like a couple of weeks ago.
It did.
She
This
was a
one
sideline reporter or something who. Yeah,
4 o'clock in the morning, the Apple Watch is kicking
the
in
heart
high
rate's
gear.
going because I guess you could sync it with your partner, and that's what happened with the
Don't ever sync.
Don't sync anything. Yeah,
nothing.
Right. It can only end. It'll never end well.
I got to find this story eventually because this woman, and she's a beautiful woman. I mean, you can't get her. She's beautiful, and she likes to show off the yabos and the whole deal.
That's part of the influencing. What is she influencing by doing that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is, but she basically says, I can't believe he would do that to me, that he would cheat on me. And then you thought she was going to go with, I was very loyal to him and we had this wonderful thing. She said, I cannot believe he would cheat on me. Look how beautiful I am.
Right.
That's what she said.
A little arrogant.
Well,
that's probably why he cheated on her.
Yeah, do you think?
Yeah.
She's psychotic. She may be pretty, but she's crazy.
Oh, she's absolutely gorgeous. There's no question about that. But it's like, lady, don't say things to people like, my God, I'm a lot better looking than you are.
Right.
You don't want to do that.
Honestly, I swear it's like the more beautiful somebody is, the bigger asshole they are.
Well, yeah, because they don't have to. Yeah,
right.
I'm telling Catherine, you said, don't worry about her feeling.
She has that natural beauty. She doesn't have to put gallons of makeup on.
This woman's got the big inflated lip deal.
Yeah.
That never looks good. They still haven't mastered that lip injection thing.
Well, it's like Kim Kardashian. She does not wake up out of bed looking like that. It probably takes her 2 to 3 hours every day to look the way she does.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So...
Yeah, and then plus the fact it takes her forever to get out of bed. She bangs everybody in the neighborhood. I just love the fact the dirtbag family of all time are heroes to our youth.
You mean the Kardashians?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, they've really managed to stay in the light. I mean, it's tough to do. It's still going. It doesn't. I don't see it going away anytime soon.
No. What's his name? The guy from America's Singers or whatever.
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, he's the producer, right?
He is.
It was his idea.
Yeah, that's all. It's all him. Him and Kris Jenner. They pretty much they pretty much mastered that whole thing.
Are you named after her?
I am, yes, I'm named after Kris Jenner. Yeah, although I believe she's with a K, like all of them are. They're all with a K.
I like all of them. KKK. You want those initials when you're dating a black man.
Right.
Married to a bunch of black men.
The only one who went without a K is Caitlyn. Caitlyn could have went with a K, but went with a C. Yeah, I think that was her fuck you to the family.
I think you're absolutely right, Chris. I really do. I don't think there's any question about that. But, yeah, the news, you go through the news now and you see these things. Apparently people are deeply offended now if they're really smart and you call them a nerd. It's horrible. They are now designating it, and I'm not kidding, to call a very smart person a nerd is a hate crime now.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I call myself a nerd.
Well,
I hate myself.
You were sleeping outside to go to Star Wars last night. That was we all call you a nerd. Yeah,
you are a nerd. Yeah. Absolutely.
I was just going to say that I thought people actually embrace.
Yeah, that seems to be one that was been embraced. Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah,
when the Big Bang Theory show came out, there was kind of a nerd resurgence. Like people were like, "Oh, I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. I'm proud of it." Now all of a sudden, it's going back the other way.
No,
again?
it's a hate crime.
And
they compared it, by the way, to the Big N.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the nerd and the Big N is the same thing.
No.
Yeah.
It is.
I didn't know that.
I do remember back when very smart people were held as slaves. I do remember that.
Yeah. Right.
Honest to God, how do people arrive at this?
I don't know.
They got to have something.
I think that's what.
Yeah, they got to have something. Yeah,
something to bitch about.
I mean, these days, if you're not going out, you're just staring at your phone all the time. You just have to come up with something.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't really have to leave the house anymore, and that's going to become an issue. I think
there's not a whole lot of like intermingling.
No, those days are gone.
I heard a comic say the other day that 50 years from now, we're going to figure out how terrible it was that a whole generation just did this all day long.
50? I think it's going to, a lot sooner than that. Yeah.
The next couple of weeks.
Right. I mean, we're all gonna our posture, I think, is just gonna start, going worse and worse. Remember that a couple of weeks ago there was a story about people growing horns out of the back of their head because they're looking at their phones too much.
Yep.
They're starting to develop like some sort of bone, in the back of their neck. So that's where it's going.
You can't do this. This is not good for your